see you have been tramping through the mud. Feel free to stamp your feet. Despite my best efforts, I have come very close to completing a task. In truth, I enjoy sweeping the dock, counting the ripples in the water. It feels like home. My heart and I have barely spoken. She strains her spines both day and night, poring through tomes and hatching her schemes. Her eyes are fixed on the next rank, and the next after that. I fear for her. A soul without rest grows dim as twilight. No, she has not. All to the good, I guess. A finless fish weakens the shoal. But enough about me. You, my friend, are a mighty swimmer. Seek her out in her stone-dwelling place. If I know my heart, she will certainly have a task for you. I think I'll go pretend to work somewhere else.
What do you want?
Surprise. Stay a while, won't you? Always pleasure to see you, Sarah. I'm glad you dropped by. I could use a friend right now. I just received a summons from the council. Typically, I'd be overjoyed. After all, I just submitted a petition for advancement to Oathman. But the council never acts on petitions this quickly. Someone's arranging pieces on the game board. I know it. If a member of the house plans to spring a trap, I need to project strength. The counselors know you've assisted me in the past. If you appear before the mouths on my behalf, it puts the Magisters and I on equal footing. It might even save my life. Thank you, my friend. Be careful.
What is it?
My patron, Magister Gothrin, opposes any further honors for the slave girl. Oh, look. The Lizard sent a representative. Such pretensions.
Approach, emissary. You may inform your benefactress, Sun and Shadow, that the Council has elected to reject her petition.
Be sure to add that all further petitions will meet the same fate. Cats and lizards have no place in our great house.
Honestly, R'Lasa.
Don't worry, R'Lasa. The emissary will give Sun and Shadow a full account of this meeting. I have no doubt.
If you come to ask me if I oppose Sun and Shadow's rise in rank, the answer is no, nor does Mistress Droffa. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to Telmora.
Honor to you, Sarah. I'm sorry about your friend's petition. She may ascend to Oathman eventually. Of course, with R'Lasa speaking for Gothrin, she may have to wait for a good long while.
takes. Come to have words with me, have you? Well, let's get it over with. I have things to do.
This will have to wait, Sarah. I need a nap. These meetings exhaust me.
There is no greater virtue than ambition, but I'm afraid Sun and Shadow's enthusiasm has rubbed a few of our number the wrong way. Beyond the obvious, your friend possesses a keen mind and great natural talent. But even the great House Telvanni is not above simple prejudice. The circumstances of her birth make advancement complicated. I would counsel patience, but I have no illusions. Sun and Shadow will dismiss such advice out of hand. Her dreams can only be deferred for so long. I say only this: whatever she plans to do, make sure she does it cautiously. Yes, R'hllasa hates practically everyone, but she's developed a particular distaste for Sun and Shadow. I can't tell if it's truly the will of Gothrin or just a personal vendetta. Both of them revile lesser races. A perfect match if ever there was one. I would counsel patience, but I have no illusions. Sun and Shadow will dismiss such advice. Sun and Shadow will stand before us again. I only hope that it's for a promotion and not something less pleasant. Believe it or not, these meetings can go far worse. Honor to you and your house, Sarah. Farewell.
Come to have words with me, have you? Well, let's get it over with. I have things to do. I merely speak for Muthsera Gothrin. His distaste for Sun and Shadow should come as no surprise. Beasts have no place in the house. You may want to rethink the company you keep, Outlander. Just a bit of advice. I suggest she leave Vvardenfell. Travel to Daggerfall or Wayrest and join the Mages Guild. I hear they take anyone. She would fit right in. The fact is, she has no place here. She may have earned her freedom, but she will never be a true Telvanni. I don't hate them. I just see the truth of their nature. Argonians and Khajiit make wonderful servants, but to pretend they possess the same faculties as Mer, or even men, is absurd. They were born to serve, just as we were born to rule.
Sorry, I grew tired of waiting. I received more than a few sideward glances on my way over. What happened in there? Oh, I see. Maybe I was too impatient. Requested it too soon. Damn! Did they give any reason? Was there anyone who spoke out against it? Of course it was R'hllasa. That pig has hated me from the start. Gothrin's not fond of Argonians, but this is clearly personal. Would you act as my emissary once more? If you go to Tel Arun and speak to Gothrin directly, maybe he can settle this. I'll answer what I can, of course. Most Telvanni magisters prefer to be left alone. They dislike and mistrust each other, so they appoint mouths to handle business outside their towers. Of course, the magister's wishes and the mouth's wishes often get tangled. It's imperfect. Just trust me, it's better this way. If the counselors had to deal with each other directly, there would be no peace in Vvardenfell. You wouldn't jam a bunch of Aelits into a pen together. Mages need room to stretch, room to breathe. I never said House Telvanni was perfect. We take the good with the bad. When I sit on the council, I'll put things right. How's that? Yes. When I achieve the rank of Oathman, I should be able to purchase a slave. I'll free Ioki and we'll toast to our success. That is what we've been working toward, right? I know that some of this feels a little unsavory, but it's necessary. A Telvanni mage doesn't have time to be troubled. Every day I learn something new. Every day I peel back one mystery to reveal another 10 beneath it. If this is the price of that kind of discovery, I'll pay it. Oh, that came out poorly. Never mind. Magister Guthrin reigns over Tel Arum, the fungal tower west of here. He has a sour reputation, but remains one of the most powerful mages in Tamriel. I never had cause to work for him, but Yoki did. He doesn't like to talk about it. I'd be lying if I said yes, but if there's anyone who could get through to him, it's you. Guthrin keeps a few pupils, henchmen more like. You probably have to get through one or two before he'll deign to speak with you. Just be careful.
Tel Arum's closed, so piss off, you little scamp. You got Nick spit in your ears? Tel Arum's closed. Jog off, you fetching nchow. Yeah? Well, I need a stiff drink and a good plow, but you don't see me knocking on strangers' doors belly aching about it. Magister Guthrin's not seeing any visitors. Not today, not tomorrow, and not next week. So shove off, go-off-face. Disobeying orders, eh? Yeah, that sounds like Ralasa. Skeevy little Nick's always sliming around the tower, jamming pies in her gob and pushing us around. To do muck with her. Go ahead. But if I find out you're lying, I'll put a knife in your eye.
Erdosa is not one to try to rise above her station. No, no. Let her be safe among the unseen, the forgotten. That is where it's safe.
Aerith, Giravel, I've had enough of your excuses. Ralasa made your task plain. Find those thieves.
I'm sorry, Magister. It will be done.
Whatever it is you want, talk to my cringing assistant.
Ah, greetings. I'm sorry you had to see that. Magister Guthrin is really quite charming once you get to know him. Honestly, he wouldn't have yelled if Ralasa's little snoop, Captain Giravel, hadn't interfered. Ah, that. I'm sorry, but Ralasa is determined to keep your Argonian from advancing. Typical. I should be mouth. Say, I might have an idea. The thieves Muthsera Guthrin mentioned fled to Shashpilabat. Could you retrieve the goods they stole? Spoken like a true Telvanni. If you bring the goods to me in Sadrith Mora, I'll take credit for their safe return. Ralasa's gone to great lengths to discredit me, you see. My Muthsera knows this. If I succeed, he'll see that I am the fitter servant. Muthsera Gothrin will undoubtedly promote me to Mouth. Then, in exchange for your help, I'll support your Argonian's petition. One good turn and all that. What do you say? I can't wait to see the look on Ralassa's face when Muthsera Gothrin strips her of her title. And the groveling will be delicious. Of course. What can the future Mouth of Muthsera Gothrin help you with? A great many things, I'm sorry to say. They pilfered an ancient tome, a rare pendant, and a purse full of gold. Of course, my master was most aggrieved by the loss of several slaves. Strong workers, all. Muthsera Gothrin is sick with worry. No, of course not. I didn't mean to assume. Truth be told, I've always been a fierce but very quiet proponent of beast rights. If you return the tome, pendant, and gold, I think Muthsera Gothrin will still promote me, albeit with a heavy heart. Well, I can't say for sure, but there's a good chance the missing slaves stole Muthsera Gothrin's property before fleeing Tel Arun. Ropefish and other people smugglers sometimes accept magicked items as payment. I'm sure I wouldn't know. My master has a kind and gentle disposition, but children sometimes need discipline, yes? It would really be Slave Master Arenum's prerogative. Unfortunately, she can be irascible. You should know by now that Telvanni alliances often start as fluid affairs. Not that our relationship is fluid. What we've got going here? Rock solid. Sun and Shadow's intentions align with my own. It only makes sense that we should be partners.
Take this report to Mouth Ralassa, immediately.
Yes, Captain. It will be done.
Here's a bit of free advice. If you cross Ralassa Delvi, you cross Magister Gothrin. Believe me when I say, you do not want to cross Magister Gothrin. Captain Giravel, anointed ombudsman to Mouth Ralassa Delvi. Noticed you upstairs. Magister Gothrin has little patience for interfering strangers. Even less for interfering assistants like Aerith Sendril. I hope you will, for your sake.
What?
Who are you? What do you want? You stink of incense and hookah smoke. Did that beast Gothran send you? We are not goods. Zashanti and her friends prepare to leave this cursed island. No more lashings, no more bitter food. Only the light of the moons drifting across the Topal Sea. We only took Gothran's belongings to pay the smugglers. Bright moons. This one thanks you, Walker. We stored Gothran's trinkets in crates nearby. The smugglers will groan at their absence. But we would rather face the wilds alone than go back to Tel Aru. Wait, what was that noise?
Greetings, Outlander. Cetera Relasa sends her regards. Gathering up these slaves on our own would have been exhausting.
No, no, no.
Damned cats! You lot are going back to Tel Arun. Move out!
You heard the captain. Get moving, Kerr.
No, Darsha will not go! Darsha is free at last.
Don't kick yourself over Relasa outmaneuvering you. Trust me, you never had a chance. Of course, you didn't think she'd let that flat-headed Aerith outnix her, did you? Oh, and don't bother looking for those other stolen goods. My troops have the situation well in hand. Thanks for all your help, Noir. So long.
It's been a pleasure. Farewell, Sun and Shadow.
There you are. I'm glad you're back. I just had a fruitful conversation with our friend Aerith. Seems that I'm not the only one Relasa's holding back. I think it might be time for a less conventional strategy. I underestimated Relasa. I see that now. She plays the game far better than I do. The only way to win a game like this is to eliminate the player. I know how it sounds. I take no pleasure in it. It's just an unfortunate necessity. Half the Telvanni hierarchy arranged an opening at some point in their rise to power. If you deal with Ralasa, Aerith takes her place. It's the best play, Sarah. I apologize, my friend. Perhaps I've gotten a bit caught up in Telvanni maneuvering. Of course I will respect your choice. I'm just worried about Yoki. I fear that I may never keep my promise to free him. Appealing to her vices might work. Ralasa has quite a love for both information and sweets. Why not give her both? Deliver these marshmallow cakes and let her know about Aerith's plot. It's a modest offering, but with time and effort, who knows?
It's the lizard's errand runner. Did she send you to kill me, I wonder? Your friend considers herself my equal, but in the end, it seems she's still just a witless slave. You've been ever so helpful in proving it. My thanks. Now, what brings you to my chambers, Outlander? Oh, delightful! Let me guess. She sent you with a bribe? Or a gift? Or an offer of service? How delicious. Well, what does she want? Ugh. Aerith. That's hardly news. In any case, I'll take those marshmallow cakes. Funny, she knew just what to get me. Seems her slave's instincts haven't faded with time. Tell her I will consider her proposal. I can always use another servant. Where to send her first? Delicious. Oh, powdered pearl dust and sugar. What? Oh, that bitch. Poison! It burns! It burns!
Greetings, friend. You seem troubled. Please let me explain. I did, but only because you wouldn't have done it otherwise. Ralasa would have killed Yoki and me eventually. She forced my hand. A Telvanni must act or die. Please, take this and my apologies. I hope you'll see the wisdom in this eventually. I admit, it was underhanded and unfair to you. I hope we can move past it, though, as friends. Come visit me sometime. I'll make it up to you, all right? I bought some very fine Khajiit tea I've been dying to try. Your anger is understandable. A true Telvanni life always involves some seclusion. The higher I climb, the lonelier it gets. But I truly value our friendship, and Yoki's affection. I'd hate to lose either of you.